So welcome to this week's video. We're here at my local common. It's a lovely morning. It's a little bit of mist. Looks as if it's going to be a nice dawn. It's about 10-20 minutes before dawn, and I've come here for the Skylarks. It's a bit of a convoluted way I got round to filming these today. It's just last week we were looking at the trail cam video, and I caught a hare in the field camera. So I thought, right, let's go up to Farley Mount just to see if we can see if there was any much hare action, which there wasn't a great deal, but the Skylarks were singing really well. So I just thought to myself, well, when we went to Farnham Heath, we saw the stone chats busily working around and establishing their territories, and I thought, well, if they're active there, they're most probably going to be pretty active here. So what I'm hoping to do is maybe get a bit of singing, but also just see if we can get the Skylarks doing the same, similar thing to the stone chats and establishing their territories. Well, it's a lovely start. Well, let's see what comes. Well, this is a bit of a challenge. I sort of set myself up on a crossroads of where several of the dog walker paths are. So set myself here, looking down the hill. The sun comes up at the east. We've got a slight northeasterly wind, so they're tending to, when they take off, come and fly this way or face this way. But it's a real issue trying to get them. I don't think I've got much as yet, but keep going. Every part of every facet of filming is slightly different, and this is just a real challenge. There's a couple coming across there now. I find if you sort of chase around, you get nowhere, so it's just sort of stick in one place, and then, yes, hopefully they're in your field of view. Let's see what comes.
As the sun's rays started to warm up the common, the Skylarks became more active, chasing each other around the scrub, small bushes, constantly calling. Occasionally perching on the hawthorn bushes. Then sweeping high up into the morning sky. Filming them flying is certainly a challenge. The male rises up steadily with fast wing beats and a song to match. A constant outflow of chirruping and fast whistling. Once at a height of between sort of 50 and 100 metres, they hover there for several minutes or more, singing all the while. Before parachuting back down. The last phase of the flight I have real difficulty with, as they pull their wings in and plummet to earth before skimming across the common and landing. I assume this behaviour helps to sort of confuse potential prey from finding the nest sites. Mid to early March is certainly a good time to view these birds on the ground, as the grass is still quite short. Out of the breeding season here on the common, cows and horses graze all over, keeping the grass short. But with spring fast approaching, the grass will grow, affording good cover for these ground nesting birds. I'm still amazed that these birds are so comfortable to breed here, despite the daily commotion of human activity and dog walking, even feeding on the short grass of the worn paths, and happily perching just metres away from all this human activity.
Managed to dump the tripod for once and do a bit of photography, and hopefully if I manage to get a little bit of success with that, I'll show those images now. Well, it's nearly coming up to 8 o'clock. The light is getting really harsh now, so I think it's back home for a deserved breakfast, although it looks as if the Skylarks are still singing strongly. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, give it a big thumbs up, like and subscribe, and as always, it'd be great for you to join me in the next one.